Hey everybody, welcome back to Food Deconstructed. On this episode, we're deconstructing the famous dessert, apple pie. With this recipe, we're actually gonna make an apple pie grilled cheese, and I think you guys will be very surprised on how easy this is to make. And I'm very excited because I think out of all of our recipes, this one is gonna really bring the essence of apple pie together for us. So the first thing we're going to start off by doing is actually caramelizing our slices of Honeycrisp apples here. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit of butter in here, about 2 tablespoons of butter in my pan. Wait for that to melt up a little bit, and then I'm going to throw my slices. I sliced up about 2 Honeycrisp apples or so. May use a little bit less since my pan is a little bit smaller. But now the key to caramelizing is just letting it sit in there for a little bit. And I love caramelizing because it's actually going to enhance the flavor of that apple for me. So once I put that in the grilled cheese, it's going to be the cheese, that nice sweet apple taste. It's going to be unbelievable. So let that butter melt up a little bit. Okay, now as that's melted down, I'm going to throw my apple slices in here. Now I tried to get the slices as thin as I could. This way you're not biting into huge chunks of apple when you eat your grilled cheese, but you can do, again, whatever you like at home. If you like the thicker slices, by all means, go for it. So I'm gonna let these cook up and caramelize, let it do its thing. I'm not gonna move them around a whole heck of a lot. Might shift them a little bit to make sure they don't burn from time to time. Should take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the heat of your pan. And once that's done, I'm gonna move on to making our cinnamon calvados butter. Okay, our apples are getting nice and caramelized. I'm actually gonna turn down the heat really low to almost shut it off. Now, we're gonna make this butter I talked about. So this is gonna be a cinnamon calvados butter. Now I'm gonna use 1 whole stick of room temperature butter. The reason I'm gonna use room temperature is this way it actually blends together a lot easier for me. And I'm gonna use a tablespoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of sugar, and an ounce of our calvados liqueur. Now, the Calvados liqueur is actually an apple cider brandy. It's a very old apple cider brandy. It was actually the first distillery was back in France in about 1554. You can use whatever liqueur you want. So if you want to do rum, if you want to use regular brandy, it's completely up to you. I'm just using this as kind of a little twist to the apple pie. It's got apple cider in it, so why not? All right. Put this in, blend this together for ourselves. Shouldn't take long to blend it all. That butter is nice and soft, and all we're really putting in there, like I said, is the liqueur, the cinnamon, the sugar. We'll give it a little time just to make sure they all come together for ourselves, but shouldn't take much time at all. Check on it real fast. Looks great. All right, pull these off the pan. This way they don't burn. Now, what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna bring in cinnamon bread here. These off so you can see better. And we're actually going to spread the butter on 2 separate sides of this bread, because now we're going to make our grilled cheese, panini style. Now you can see this butter looks great. It's a nice brown color from the mixture of the butter and the cinnamon and the dark liqueur. It's going to be great. So just take whatever amount you want. You can liberally spread it on. I'm going to do 4 pieces here. Should be able to make 2 sandwiches. You can just smell that cinnamon. The good thing is we didn't use a lot of the liqueur. I don't want to overpower the grilled cheese, so you're getting a lot more cinnamon smell than anything else. All right, now I'm gonna bring in our grill pan. Like I said before, we're gonna make this panini style. Now we're actually gonna put butter on both sides, because I'm gonna want you to taste the butter when you bite into it, but I'm also gonna want the butter to brown on the grill. So there's 1, and there's 2. We'll leave these here for our tops. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start layering. First, I'm gonna put some cheese down, so this will melt. And once this cheese is down, I'm gonna layer it with my slices of caramelized apple here. And now I'm using Gruyere cheese, and I used about a half a pound total. I'm gonna make a few extra sandwiches, but again, when it comes to cheese, you can use as little or as much as you'd like. Now, let's bring in some of our apples. Nice, caramelized. There you go. And now, a little more cheese. Because this is a grilled cheese first and foremost. You get a little cheese on the grill, it's fine, cleans right up. It's gonna happen when you cook. It's gonna get a little messy sometimes. And perfect. Now I'm gonna butter the side as well of the bread before I put it on top. Match up the sides here. And boom. And then, panini style, we're gonna press this down. Now we're gonna let that cook, or just kind of enough so the cheese melts through, each side browns up nice and easy. And when we get back, we'll cut and eat our sandwiches. All right, it looks like our grilled cheese are just about done. Take them off here. Look at that nice golden brown on each side because we did it panini style. There's one. Oh, there's two, and you can just see that cheese nice and melted along the edge, kind of coming out the sides. It's great. All right, we're gonna cut into here. Boom, and boom. All right, we're gonna plate this. There you have it, apple pie grilled cheese, panini style. Okay, let's taste this sandwich out, huh? I knew it. This is definitely the essence of an apple pie. You have obviously the apple slices in there that are caramelized, so it gives you that nice apple pie filling, along with the bread that's been toasted with that butter, that cinnamon Calvados butter, and it just gives you that nice cinnamony apple pie crust crunch. But then the added addition of the Gruyere cheese is a nice little savory little punch in there. Amazing. The sandwich is so good. As you can see, it was so easy to make. Yep, I hope you try it at home.